Hello, Peachy fam. How do you do today? Today's an exciting day. I just got something in the mail. I'm so excited. If you're new around here or did not see the vlog, I got ran over by a taxi riding my boosted board. Boosted board is just an electric skateboard. When you live somewhere like New York City, it truly is the best way to get around because you just press a button on a remote and the electric skateboard takes you places, and very fastly. Fastly? That's not a word. Got ran over by a taxi. My board just snapped, and so I sent it into boosted board. It took a while, but I finally have my board back. A moment of silence for this beautiful thing. So they had to replace the entire actual board. So look how clean that looks. It looks like I have a new board. Look at how bright that boosted is. Wow. Wow. I've been riding around all day doing errands because it's honestly not that crazy cold today, but it's getting there, so I have a limited time with it. So when that happened, a lot of you guys were like, buy a new booster board, just get a new one. But I actually have put in my order for the V2. However, the second version of this board has been experiencing issues, so the people who have already the V2 boosted board, Boosted is now asking them to not ride it, and they stopped all of the shipping of the version 2 of this board, which is super lame. I know everyone is always like rainbows and butterflies with Boosted, but I'm actually kind of disappointed in them. Kind of. That $1,500 or however much a version 2 booster board has been out of my account for like months. I got the email like last month or maybe 2 months ago that it's gonna be shipping. It's on its way. The money was taken out of my account, and then a problem happened and they halted all shipping. So it's just kind of lame to have that money taken out and to not have really any real updates from Boosted, or to not have the board for like months. That's lame. That's kind of lame, Boosted. I love you guys, but what the heck? What the heck? In other news, I hope you guys are doing great. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming back to my channel Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for just being part of the Peachy fam. I got a lot of cool stuff coming up planned for 2017. Can't wait to take you guys with me. And yeah, I hope you wrap up 2016 in epic ways, and 2017 is only gonna get better for us, right fam? Gonna be killing it. Today's gonna be a very apartment-y vlog. I am leaving to go back home to visit my family for the holidays tomorrow. Whoa. I'm going back to Texas for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. That is insane. I wish I could just bring all of my family up to New York, to be honest. That would be ideal, but it'll be good to be back in Texas to visit the fam and some peeps. So with that, I have just all the things to do in the span of like 12 hours. And so yeah, I'm gonna do some P.O. box openings. Got some packages and some letters, and then I just asked on my Twitter for some questions for a Q&A, and you guys are lighting up the notifications. You are asking all the questions, and so far they're like fabulous. They're really cool questions. So yeah, let's get into it. Woo! If you guys have sent me a letter or a package, I open up every single one of them, and I just want to say specifically to the people who do that, thank you. Everyone doesn't end up in a vlog, and I'm sorry for that, but just thank you for taking out time in your day to write a letter, to mail a package, and send it to me. Quick story time, I guess. I was at the Container Store buying shelves. You know, those awesome shelves that I just made in the previous vlog, like 2 vlogs ago. And someone came up to me and was like, Sarah, I watch your vlogs. You're awesome. And we had a great conversation, like a 5-10 minute conversation. It was great. No idea what this is. And then we went on our ways, and he shot me an email later that night apologizing for coming up to me because, it was like, sorry to bother you. You were just shelf shopping. I didn't want to be a nuisance. And I'm here to say, if you see me out in public and I'm either alone or just hanging out with friends and it's not like an intimate setting, come up to me. Say hi. It is the coolest thing in the world that I have a job that strangers know about and appreciate and get inspired and entertained from. That is the coolest thing ever. Just, yeah, be polite about it. Let's have a conversation. Let's take a selfie. That's dope. So never feel weird about that, because that's really cool. Hi Sarah. Oh my gosh, I hope this dry shampoo will come in handy during your travels. You have no idea how much I survive off of dry shampoo. So thank you for drop dead gorgeous dry shampoo. Sarah, I just watched your vlog, Apple Coffee Table Book. I have 2 recommendations for you. 1, Mind the Map. 2, Cabins by Philip Jodidio. You guys asked so many great questions, so let's begin. I'm gonna talk super fast so I can answer a ton of them. Thoughts on college, and would you have still dropped out of college even when YouTube wasn't a full-time job yet? Cam, great question. When I dropped out, YouTube was not my full-time job. I dropped out mid-December 2015. Hold on, actually. So I dropped out December 15th. So the time you're watching this, it is almost exactly 1 year anniversary of me dropping out of college. Yes. Woo! When I dropped out of college, I was not full-time YouTube. I did not have the Adobe Creative Residency. I dropped out on the more than a hunch, but on the knowledge of I can do video. I have the confidence in myself that I'm gonna get to where I wanna be eventually, even if I have to do years and years of boring corporate interview stuff to pay the rent. I am doing this because college is miserable. I don't wanna go into financial debt for it. So I dropped out without the certainty of really anything. But 2 months later, I got the Adobe Creative Residency and my YouTube channel blew up, and now I am living the dream. But you know, it was just, half of it was having the confidence in myself to just do it. You're not gonna move forward in life if you're not taking risks, you know? Wow. Something for your wall. It's so pretty, thank you. The wall is slightly coming together. Next question. If you had infinite money and didn't need to work a day of your life, would you still be doing the same things? 100% I would still be doing what I am doing. I would not be able to survive without making videos. Maybe I would be in a penthouse in Chelsea or Tribeca, but I would still be in New York City. I would still be making videos and chasing after, you know, my hopes and dreams, so 100%. Stickers, what is this? Shoot film photography project. I did just get a film camera, so I'm assuming it is about that. Okay, cool, so Dan has a YouTube channel dedicated to film photography. Oh, no way. Dan, he literally sent me film. This is perfect, because I bought a film camera without buying film. Dan, thank you, dude. Will you ever come to Austria? I love Austria. In high school, I got the opportunity to go to Innsbruck, Vienna, and Salzburg. Innsbruck, Austria is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been in my life, and I would love to go back. I don't know when, but Austria, of course, always on the list. What is the biggest thing you have learned about yourself in 2016? That freaking anything is possible. You have where you are, and you have the end goal. Only thing in between is the work, you know? Ooh, what is this? Sarah only. P.O. box. All right, so we'll take this Sarah only. Thanks for your videos, especially the one where you interviewed an artist and you talked about oops paint. That was cool, yeah. My 4-year-old daughter and I painted the playhouse we built on the cheap, thanks to you. Aw, we made a video about it. That's so sweet. Please use this support on anything you see fit. Lattes, lunch, boosted board repairs. Julian, what is in this box? Thank you, Julian. Oh my gosh. Dude, what? Wow, Julian, thank you. I don't really want to show this because I don't want to encourage this type of P.O. boxing, but I want to say a genuine thank you. I will definitely take you up on the invite if I am ever in your area. I know y'all are probably like, what's in the box? But just, it involves swag. Just, I've never held or seen a $2 bill in my life before. How do you feel growing up in the church helped shape who you are, especially in your teen years? Growing up in the church was everything to me. I was pretty lonely in high school. Everyone who I went to school with was chill, but I just really had no interest in hanging out with them. After school, so there was a lot of lonely nights, but it wasn't until I got really involved with my church, playing guitar, it was really when I found my community and my core group of friends. And then that is also where I learned a lot about not only music and how to play guitar, but video. I would be up there all the time volunteering, just offering my time, how I could help. And you know, I was constantly asking questions like, oh, you have a new camera, how do you use that? How do I do that? You know, I would offer time to edit, and I would edit things and just volunteer. And I learned a lot there. It really helps to have people that you can just go to and ask questions about creative stuff. So that played a huge part in who I was in high school in my teen years, but also who I am now. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. This is actually very topical. Something really cool just happened. A couple months ago, I jumped out of a plane. I went skydiving, but I went skydiving in 360. So I have one of those like Samsung 360 cameras. And so I made this whole like 360 video of me skydiving, jumping out of a plane. It just hit, get ready for it, 2 million views. How crazy is that? Are you proud of your girl? I'm stoked. GlideCam, the company, I guess they're the people who make like the fancy GlideCam gimbal things. So you attach your camera to it and you get really smooth motion. And I guess they have one or like a modified one for 360 cameras. Ooh, oh, it's one of these things. Okay, this is gonna be cool. Yeah. Glide gear. Crazy mail time. Thank you, everyone. A few more questions. Very quickly, when you went to New York to pursue film, did you go in blind or have something lined up? What was your plan? I had visited New York 5 different times before in the span of 3 months for different jobs and different opportunities, and so I already had a really good network of people in New York. And so once I got to New York, it wasn't a matter of meeting people, but it was a matter of, I know all these cool people, how can I connect all of these cool people to all know each other and just create this insane squad? And I think, yeah, that's been done, and it keeps on happening. Expanding the squad. Are you planning for any future projects other than Creative Spaces TV? Of course, all the things. I'm telling you, 2017 gonna be. Are you ever going to do a series covering lenses and equipment, more of a training series than a vlog? Yeah, I mean, I do tutorial stuff all the time. Make sure to like follow me on Twitter and stuff to keep up with it, but I just did a Premiere Pro live stream where I answered your questions and I walked through Adobe Premiere and how to edit in that. It lives on my channel. But yeah, definitely, I'm always thinking of what tutorials can I be doing, what tech reviews and stuff. I'll definitely do a video just on gear very soon. How did you get started? I'm sure everyone knows, but I am new here. Welcome, if you are new. Welcome to the Peachy fam. Basically, long story short, in high school, I did basketball. I was a basketball player, and then I quit basketball my junior year of high school, and I got into music. I played in a band. I played for my church. I was really into music. Music was my life. Then I went to college for electrical engineering. Music kind of put on the back burner, and then I discovered video, became obsessed with video. I transferred majors from electrical engineering to computer science. Turns out I hated computer science too. I moved to Nashville, lasted 2 months at Belmont, dropped out, pursued video. 2 months later, after dropping out, my YouTube channel kind of blew up, and I got this thing called the Adobe Creative Residency, and now I am just doing video, living in New York City. I moved from Nashville, Tennessee to New York, and now just living that hustle and grind life with all my peeps in New York City. I'm originally from Dallas, Texas, so I went Dallas, Texas, Nashville, Tennessee, New York. What places are you looking forward to visit that you still haven't? I have a very exciting announcement of somewhere that I will be going in January, coming soon. I think I'm going to Instagram about it tomorrow. So, follow me on the gram. I'm so excited about this one. How old are you really? I feel like you look like 15 half the time and 50 the other half. Well, Donald, I'm not sure how to take that, but I am 22 years old. I was born in August 1994. Sony or Canon? 100% Sony. Used to be Canon, now I am Sony. With that, I'm going to conclude this mail / Q&A stuff. It was fun. Thank you for joining me. I know I kind of stayed in one place this entire video, but yeah, next time you will see me, I will be in Texas. I'm pumped for those vlogs. Are you pumped for those Texas vlogs? But yeah, until next time, guys, stay peachy. Okay, bye. Molly is calling her name, so we're gonna go celebrate her, send her on her way.